Hey, you might recognize tonight's musical guest from Country Ever After on Netflix, or maybe his breakout hit song, Mr. Red, White, and Blue. But right now, put your hands together and give a big old Nashville welcome to one of the best country entertainers in the business, Coffey Anderson. You have one of the most remarkable stories in the music business because you didn't go the normal route of waiting around, getting signed by some company that would tell you what to sing and how to sing it and where to go. You decided to do it your own way.
I did. I actually came to Nashville and I saw that they were recording in demo houses for songwriters, and they weren't charging what a lot of producers did. So I borrowed some money from a buddy of mine that was playing Major League Baseball at the time, and came in and just brought some songs, and lightning struck, and God's good.
You performed at the Grand Ole Opry and got not one, not two, but 3 standing ovations.
I did.
That just does not happen. People do not get that kind of response.
Absolutely. Thank you.
That's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
So rather than sell your soul to a typical music company and they tell you what you got to do, you've done this independently. You've gone through putting your stuff online, letting people stream it, getting it on Spotify, and yet you've had millions and millions of views. Most people would say, how did you pull that off?
Well, I think a lot of hard work. I saw my school teaching mom and my law enforcement dad get up every day and go to work. I put the same work ethic into the music business because people think it's art. A lot of times they don't want to put the effort into it. And that's never been me. And I think the other side of it is I want to write music that we're not New York, we're not LA, but there's a whole lot of people living in between that would resonate with the songs I've done.
Well, one of them, Mr. Red, White, and Blue, which I think you're going to do for us tonight.
I am going to sing it tonight, yes, sir.
You sang that song for the families of 9 of the 13 service people who were killed, left behind in Afghanistan. It was a horrible situation when we pulled out and those 13 were killed. And you offered to go at your own expense to sing at the funerals, and 9 of those families asked you to do that.
Yeah, when I saw it happen, I popped open my phone, I jumped on TikTok, and I said, anyone that knows these families, we want you to remember that you're loved, you're prayed for, you're thought of, you're not forgotten. I'm gonna offer to sing Mr. Red, White, and Blue and Amazing Grace at the services if you'll allow me. And if you know any of these families, message me, DM, call, send me emails, and we had 20,000 people contact in 24 hours. And so we even had people donate so I could get on flights. We had one of the oil boys out of West Texas give me his plane. We landed on a cornfield in Indiana. Myself and Mike Pence were able to go to that service, and I was able to sing. And 9 of those families said yes. And I think we have to be our brothers and sisters keepers right now with the climate in the United States. We can love each other to life. We just have to do it.
But what a great gesture of love and patriotism on your part to do that for people that you didn't know, but you knew what they had done to serve your own freedom, my freedom, all of our freedom.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to say on behalf of the American people, thank you for being an expression of how many of us felt. Watch for Coffey Anderson's series Country Ever After on Netflix. And for all his music and tour dates, just visit Huckabee.tv, where you can also see an exclusive performance of Honky Tonk This Up. Now singing Mr. Red, White, and Blue with Trey Corley and the Music City Connection, here's Coffey Anderson.
It's the goods and it's the glory, 100 stripes on his door. It's the Pledge of Allegiance on the 4th of July. It's some handwritten letters from home. It's some sleepless nights alone. It's his newborn baby he left with his wife. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down here the line. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars is dry. From the fields of Indiana to the swamps of Louisiana to the golden coast of California. Uncle Sam's the only family he's got. His Purple Heartbeat won't stop. And his 18th birthday was the day he was born. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down, here's the line. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars are strange. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, who stand on the front line. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, he'll pay the ultimate price. Mr. Red, White, and Blue. When he was born, his family is proud, but they're torn. If you knew him, you would understand. 'Cause we were raised on how to be brave, just to see that flag still wave. But then he came home with only one hand. He's Mr. Red, White, and Blue, laid down his life. Stars and stripes, Mr. Red, White, and Blue, stand on the front line. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, he'll pay the ultimate price. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down, here's a line. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. To the U.S. Army, thank you. To the U.S. Navy, thank you. To my daddy's Air Force, thank you. To each and every Marine, thank you. To the Coast Guard, the Space Force, Reserves, thank you. To all of our first responders, put on the line every day. All our police officers and firemen, thank you.
If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I hope you will now. The button is just below this video, and there's a little bell next to it. If you click on those, YouTube will reluctantly start letting you know when we've got a new video uploaded.